behind the scenes of what it's like shooting World Series Game 7. Wow. Oh my gosh. Game 7 here in Toronto. I wanted to do a little vlog behind the scenes of what it's like shooting World Series Game 7. Because not a lot of people get to do this, not a lot of people get to attend a World Series Game 7, or any Game 7 for that matter, and we're going to be working it. Let's go. Lovely, lovely Toronto. It is actually a beautiful city. Here for Game 7. Never shot one of these before. I'm so pumped. Ohtani's pitching too. It's absolutely nuts. Now let's head down to the photo workroom. Just gonna set up my laptop, set up my camera, make sure everything is charged and get ready for the game. This is the photo workroom. Like I said, it's pretty tight. They're always tight at events like the World Series or the All-Star Game. And this is the rig that I'm shooting on. I've talked about this in past videos. It's a Canon C70. For pregame, I have a 24-70 on, my monitor, of course. And these are two filters that I have. This is a Retropia vintage glow filter, which I've used a lot, especially at Wrigley during the playoffs. I used it a little bit in Toronto as well. Yo, Foss. Yo, what's up? Ready for Game 7?
I'm ready, yeah. I'm batting leadoff. First base well. I think I'm going 3 for 3 tonight.
Not going to get a knockoff of time?
3 for 3 out of focus shots, yeah. But yeah, I go 400 off of time.
So for Game 7, I'm going to be shooting the game right here from center field. You guys know I love the center field spots. With a 200-400 lens on a Canon C70. I did this last night as well. Game 2, I shot over here, which is a good spot on the field. Overall, we'll have me here. We'll have a shooter in the third base well over there, a shooter in the first base well there on the inside, and then we'll have 2 people on the concourses to finish it off. So as you can imagine, a lot of covered angles. A lot of stuff happens and we don't want to miss certain things. So we want to have a lot of angles. Got the Ethernet running all the way over to that modem over there. And this thing is fast, so I use it, gotta use Ethernet because there's so many people in the stadium and we want to get stuff out fast as possible. Ethernet is an absolute necessity. These are all the broadcast cameras, as you can see. So whenever you watch the game on TV, that's where these are too. And then we'll have a bunch of other photographers right here. And then the Fox sound guys right here as well. But it's an insane view to catch a Game 7. And now it is down to the field to shoot Jay's batting practice. It'll be me and an LCC, which is our part-timers on the batting practice. We're just gonna be shooting some B-roll, some generic warm-ups. There's me and Colton, our LCC. He's dope, go follow him. We're just chopping it up. Going to get some B-roll shots here up at the batting shell now. Let's turn this thing around, and then here is this Bo Bichette B-roll shot that I ended up just getting in case. And I ended up using it in this Game 7 video for MLB, this VO video. And this type is a really good time for B-roll, really, especially during the World Series. We're posting so much. The only things from batting practice that will really go on our platforms are going to be Instagram story stuff, maybe some iPhone stuff of them hitting, but there's copyrighted music playing, so that's an issue. Here's another batting practice shot of Bo Bichette. Again, these things have a long shelf life, so it's really about just capturing B-roll and capturing that whole story of the game. There's my boy AK Blue Jays Social, chopping it up here. I know he was pretty nervous before this game, but he is one of the best dudes in the industry. I love that guy. So after this Vlad shot I got of him reacting to a double play, I really did think the Jays were going to win this thing. I'm really trying to get shots like this one of Jeff Hoffman to build the story up. For this, I'm on a Canon C70. This Miguel Rojas, obviously this is the game-tying home run. Canon C70, 200 to 400 with the extender on. So I was on f5.6 and shooting 120 frames a second, manual focus. Not my favorite shot here. As you saw, as he was coming around first, I kind of got caught ball watching and he didn't keep him in the center of the frame. But I got the important parts of Rojas reacting here in slow motion just to capture that extra kind of emotion on the shot. It's a huge moment for him, really cool moment to see in person. And then again, capturing these little moments in between is what we always emphasize in games, especially like this. And then this one would have won the World Series for the Jays. Let me slow it down. Look how close this one was as Will Smith's cleat comes up. I'm going to roll it back and zoom in. His foot gets down like literally right before IKF crosses the plate. And then, of course, Will Smith, same specs for this shot. I had the extender on again, f5.6 in 120, just to capture that extra emotion. Look, we have a bunch of shooters shooting this game, so me shooting in slow motion wasn't a huge issue. And then, of course, this is, you know, the final moment, the game-winning moment. And for this moment specifically, we have, you know, multiple shooters, 2 on the field, 2 on the concourses, me. We have people shooting on iPhones as well. We have multiple angles on this, and my angle was just to get that kind of run-of-the-mill pitcher-catcher reaction shot. And it did really well on social. Immediately after the final out, myself, Gabby, and my coworker Lucas went to go get gear for our trophy photo shoot that we always do after the final out of the World Series. You can see us here just kind of testing the lighting and the strobes for Gabby. My lighting is a lot simpler, as you know, I just have to flick my camera on and we just have one video light that will move across the frame. But this is kind of how it works. Players and their families will cycle in and out. Whole families will get them solo shots as well. We'll get them together. We'll get the coaching staff and their families too. It's a really fun thing because everyone is in a good mood because they just won the World Series. And for this, I was on the Canon C70 with a 16 to 35, shooting in slow motion. And I also had a iPhone mount on top just to do that kind of behind the scenes type video, capturing audio of the players and the coaches on the iPhone and then just doing pure slow motion out of camera on the C70. This is a really fun shoot to do. It's very stressful, especially in a Game 7 when we have the gear in one place and we kind of have to audible to like different locations, you know, if one team wins or not. So we kind of had the gear set up in the tunnel, and since the Dodgers won, we were doing it in the dugout, so we had to move the gear right after the final out and like sprint into the dugout, get it all set up, get remote editing capabilities ready. It was really stressful, but it's really fun and it worked out really well. What's up, y'all? Pete finishing up editing this vlog. I realized I didn't close it out while I was there at the World Series. I appreciate y'all. Like and subscribe as a reminder if you haven't already, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Let's go. Journey to 10,000.